Hello everyone and a warm welcome here to the Laithwaite Community Stadium this afternoon. It's a big one for the Cards, Woking against Braintree. Again, Woking searching for their first victory since February, and they're only sitting 2 points above the bottom four, so this is one they really need to win this afternoon. Again, Braintree a place above them but 6 points ahead in the table, so Woking can't afford to let them pull clear. Let's talk through a lineup then. Starting Woking's big headline team news. Josh Asuda, the new winger signed from #United, 2 divisions below the Cards, is straight into the lineup. I initially thought this lineup would be a back 3, but look at the warm-up, it looks to be a back 4 for Woking. It'll be Willie Askelainen in goal. I think it'll be a back 4 of Dan Moss, Chinwike Cody, Timo Odesina, Tariq Kind back in the side to fill in at left back. Onto the field, I presume it will be Josh Asuda on the right hand side, Harry Beatsman moving out to the left, and Tunji Akinola and Jamie Andrews in the middle with Sam Ashford and Eni Effiong up front. As for Braintree, it looks to be Leonard McClurg in goal, just one change then by the way, Louis Ainsley coming in for Matt Robinson. So Leonard McClurg in goal, a back 4 of Jacob Pennington, Aidan Francis Clark, George Langton and Ryan Clampin. 2 holding midfielders look to be Marley, Marshall Miranda and Louis Ainsley, and Che Cooper sort of in front of them. The Lisby brothers, Kyrell and Kyrese on the left and right side, with John Akinde leading the line. Working substitute bench is Ollie Webber, Lewis Walker, Adam Chickson, Jermaine Anderson, Dion Kelly-Evans, Shamar Lawson and Frank Binson. As for Braintree, only 5 subs on their bench. Philip Nilsson, the goalkeeper, Tom Blackwell, Alan Judge, of course, had a couple of very short spells of Woking under Michael Dole, Emmanuel Akunuwo and Jermaine Francis. Ian Nicholson alongside me this afternoon. Ian, it is a big one for Woking. They desperately need wins.
They desperately do. Whether it's, we were just saying earlier, it's about points now, and 1 point on Tuesday, and I would say there needs to be at least 1 win out of today and Tuesday, but obviously 2 wins would be dreamland. But Woking really have to, they performed well over the last few months, tailed off a little bit more recently, but with a couple of defeats, but they've shown themselves resilient. They've shown themselves they can fight back from going behind to grab a draw, and they've had 2 or 3 good wins. But it's with all the other clubs around them doing well, pretty much, it's important that they can get wins now.
Well, certainly it's great to see Joshua Asuda straight into the lineup after signing for United.
Yeah, he's fast, and I've watched videos where, you know, he's said to have been the top striker in Isthmian League Premiership, and so he's obviously got something about him, and this is his opportunity to see if he can step up a level. Obviously, Woking management, Woking fans will be hoping that's the case.
Most certainly, what a chance to make a name for himself today. So Braintree to kick us off in their orange strip, shooting from right to left. This is a huge one for the Cards. Again, if Braintree were to win this, they would move 9 points clear Woking. Again, Woking be letting the team really cut them adrift. This is a huge one today. Got to take advantage of this home run again. So underway here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, and the ball's back here with Langton. Goes along straight towards the left hand side, and Moss under immediate pressure from Kyrell Lisby. Made sure he saw that one out of play. So it looks to be a back 4 for Woking now. Hines play at left back. It's great to have Tariq Hines back in the fold as well.
And I'm sure it's his pace that is there to counter the Lisby out on the wing.
Nice knock down from Effiong halfway to Ashford on the right hand side. Flicks up in the air. Clampin heads it back, and Braintree get it clear. Out for another Woking throw inside their own half on the right hand side. Well, Cody just pats the ball down on the sideline to Moss now to collect and take the throw a few yards behind halfway. So we're just approaching the first minute. Moss's throw, Effiong can't win the flick on, gets his former side, and Braintree get it clear. Odesina halfway, flicks up in the air. No, Akinola volleys it towards the right hand side. Effiong trying to win off Clampin. Does manage to knock it forwards, but quickly Braintree get it clear through Francis Clark. Again, Woking looking to put some immediate pressure on. Just a minute gone, and a throw on the right hand side. Level the corner of the area for the Cards. And Jamie Andrews getting set to take the throw. Finally receives the ball. Remember, the crowd just gives the ball quick clean And ready to fizz a long throw into the area. It'd be perfect if Woking could get off to get that early goal to just ease a few of the nerves around the ground. Getting very close to the bottom four now, only 2 points above the drop. So as Andrews fizzes the long throw, head away, and Akinola can't quite get a strike off edge of the box. A well one back from Hines edge, yeah, and Akinola does get a strike off, but not a lot of power, drags it well wide the target in the end. But get a bright start from Woking in the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, and I suspect both sides will be really hitting it quite. I suspect Woking will go longer than they normally do, and I think there's no secret that that's what Braintree will do with John Akindi up front and the Lisby brothers either side of him. So could be quite a lot of aerial bombardment from both sides today.
Most certainly. Goal kick for Braintree, just over 2 minutes played. After Akinola drab on one, McClurg to the right hand side, well won there by the head of Hines. Collected from Ashford in the centre circle. Now lifts it to the right hand side. Moss just in front halfway. Moss now bowls it down the line, and Clampin just about gets to it, and then cleared away there from Francis Clark. And some was an odd in his eyes there, just came off his right knee, and that'll be a throw for Braintree. But again, Woking had a really good fight about them against Halifax on Tuesday night. Need to bring that into today and all the rest of the games, and they'll be hoping that the goals can come. Hopefully the likes of Sam Ashford will be able to out, and Joshua Suda will be able to live up to the hype. And then Andrews just clipped there as he tried to win the ball from the throw. Now Ashford flicks on. It is Marshall Miranda, lifts it towards the right hand side, ball bouncing in the area. Cleared on the bounce there for Tariq Hines. Suda can't get to it. Braintree in possession with Cooper. Down the right hand side to Kyrell Lisby, and in the end well won back there from Woking midfield through Andrews. Square for Ashford, flicks up in the air. Was there a push there from Clampin? There certainly was, and that is a free kick for Woking in the middle of the half. Looks to be Jaskalainen to take this one. Again, Woking look to push everyone up. Again, it was a goalless draw when the sides last met in September. Again, I imagine it probably will be another tense affair today, but again, if Woking can get that early goal, that will be absolutely massive. Free kick for the Cards, midway inside the half for Jaskalainen to launch, left-footed, searching for Effiong. Climbs in, wins header, just a bit in behind Ashford though, and Braintree can conway the ball here. Heading towards halfway now. Nice run, this, and Clamper gets sliding challenge there from Andrews, and then Moss manages to get forward, so Clamper clapped into him as well. Andrews just in front halfway, down the right hand side for Ashford, approaching the box now. Ashford, reverse pass for Effiong. It's Effiong onside, and unsurprisingly he isn't in the end, but that was some good tackling there from Woking. Just unfortunate that Effiong was offside.
Good work by Andrews there to catch Clampin, who was away at pace, and he managed to just get the touch to get the Woking back on the front foot and moving forward. It's a bit of a bouncy ball, and Ini Effiong in the end was offside, but good work by Ashford, who I thought started well on Tuesday for his first game back at Woking.
Most certainly be desperate to get on the score sheet. Scored 4 goals in his loan spell with the Cards in 2021. So free kick forwards down the left hand side from McClurg, dealt with there from Dan Moss under pressure from Kyrell Lisby, and they'll be really threatening down the flanks, the Lisby brothers, Kyrell and Kari. So throw for Braintree on the left hand side.
And one of those dreaded long throws coming in from Langston, it looks like.
Yeah, we're going to have to get themselves set. Langston from this near side, level with the box here. So Langston now launches the throw into the box, punched away from Jaskalainen, and it comes out here to Pennington, midway inside the Woking half. Pennington now trying to get beyond Ashford. Good tackle there from Ashford, and now Ashford needs a bit of support. Ashford gets beyond his man, over halfway. Ashford fends off Pennington. Ashford still holding up, a little pirouette there from Ashford, lost his balance a bit, but does manage to get the throw. Did really well there.
Great work by Ashford, really well.
Excellent fight was Aidan Francis Clark got across the end to make the tackle. Throw from Woking. Hines back here to Oldesina, but the Cards have started off fairly brightly. 6 minutes on the clock. Woking 0, Braintree Town 0. Square from Jaskalainen. Here's a Coley. Midway inside the Cards half. Direct, looking for Josa Asuda over the top, and just a bit too far in front of Asuda, and that was enough chance for Francis Clark to get across, but Again, Woking got a lot of throw-ins midweek against Halifax, and again, Jamie Andrews has a dangerous draw on them. Can try and find the likes of Effiong just to win those knockdowns, or Chinwike Coley. That could be the route for Woking, scoring a goal or two today. So throw to come in from this right-hand side. Level the box for Jamie Andrews to fling in. Andrews' throw, search for Effiong. A header goes off a Braintree man, and Andrews lets that one roll out of play for a Woking corner.
Yeah, good length on that throw from Andrews, and both teams have got some big guys in there, haven't they?
Most certainly, and again, Woking wants to try and make the big players in their team get on the end of those balls into the box, and the likes of Akoli and Effiong. So Harry Buteman to send this corner in from the right hand side. Buteman clips it in with his right foot, just about tipped away from McClorgan. Will be with Josh Asuda on the far side. Asuda trying to keep hold of it. Asuda though dispossessed in the end. Now direct ball over halfway now. It can be chased down there on the left hand side. Odesina in the race here with Kyrese Lisby. Out on the left, good work there from Odesina just to back into Kyrese Lisby, nick it off him. Great defending from Odesina. Clamping gets onto it for Ashford. Ashford just slightly lent into his man, and that will be a free kick.
Odesina did really well there against one of the danger men, Lisby. So it was a foot race to get there, and he managed to just get there first, but his ball away, slightly misjudged. So Clamping was coming through, and Ashford brought him down. So free kick in a dangerous position here.
Certainly is Che Cooper to put the in-swing delivery in for Braintree. And Woking need to make sure that nice alert. Again, Braintree good form this month, 4 wins in the 6 league games they've had this month. So free kick comes in for Cooper towards the back post, and it's flicked towards goal. The clearance there from Cody comes off a Braintree man and bounces out for a goal kick. No, it's a corner for Braintree. Well, Woking look a bit bemused, but Braintree looks to be appealing for a penalty here. They're insistent. Louis Ansley leading the appeals there towards the referee, but it's a corner kick for Braintree on the right hand side.
They're gesturing that their arms are right round them. If nothing else, it'll draw the referee's attention at this next corner.
So next corner to be drilled in from Che Cooper from the far side right into the centre. Skins off the top of Francis Clark's head. Braintree on the left hand side by the corner flag. Pass there from Cara Lisby. Back heel into the box, and Kyrese into Cara Lisby into the centre. Good clearance there from Makinola. Reaches Effiong out the right hand side, down the line, try and get the pace of Josh Asuda in behind. And Josh Asuda wins it on halfway. No! Braintree. And it was Marshall Miranda went down.
Sorry.
I thought that was good strength there for Josh Asuda. I think Ian's reaction said it all.
That was frustrating, as it was for Josh Asuda. That was a really good opportunity to break there for Woking.
Well, Miranda went down. They were just anticipating that bit of contact, but there was hardly anything that, it'd be very relieved to get the free kick there. Marshall Miranda, Langston with the free kick towards the right hand side, flick down to the box. And there was a push there on Timmy Odesina by Cara Lisby. Free kick for Woking. Yeah, best opportunity there. Again, if the referee didn't blow his whistle, then Josh Asuda would have been cut position to really use his pace at the Braintree back line, but wasn't meant to be. Nothing happened of the free kick in the end, and no goals so far in the games going on in the National League at the moment. Early on, Forest Green defeated Solihull by a goal to nil, but really Forest Green looking very distant from Barnet. Again, 14 points behind them. Barnet are strolling at the top end of the league, and of course Barnet with the last visitors on a Saturday here to Laythwaite Community Stadium. 2 weeks ago they did defeat the Cards by a goal to nil. Yaska Lions free kick headed away from Langston, controlled it from Marshall Miranda, but poked down the left from Buteman. Now Josh Asuda sending the delivery, just comes on the top of Ashford's head, can't quite break through, and Braintree get that one clear through Francis Clark.
Good delivery from Asuda. It was whipped in, very, very flat, very hard, and Ashford almost got on the end of that.
So throw-it's coming shortly from Woking, and Tariq Hines, as mentioned, great to have him back, just some speed down the wing again. Neil Ali alluded to that in his post-match on Tuesday. Really need some speed in the side. They're missing it with Matt Waters. Throw from Hines to Akinola. Back with Hines. About 10 yards into Braintree are being forced backwards here. Hines now Woking have it just behind halfway. Short pass from Odosina to Chinwike Okoli. Plays it safe to Jaskalainen. Inside the D, Jaskalainen long with his left foot. Searching for Effie on the left. Chests it down to Hines. Nice play there from Ini Effie. Now Hines trying to get down left hand side. Back kills it to Josh Asude. Crossing from Asude. Can't quite find Ashford. Head away from Francis Clark. Akinola into the feet of Hines. Hines now, can he take it onto his right foot, take it in field? Just plays it that one very short to Asude. Lifts it in the box. Effio flicks in the air, ball bouncing around the D, but Braintree have it now. And Langston, not the greatest of passes. Cara Lisby, Moss sticking tight to him, pushing high up. Back to Langston. Langston clears towards halfway. Nice touch there from Cooper. Lays it to his left hand side. A foul there from Tunji Akinola. And that will be a free kick. It was a foul on Cara Lisby there from Tunji Akinola. And I do wonder, I think the referee will be reaching for his pocket. Lisby still down the ground for Braintree.
Yeah, I think the yellow is going to Akinola.
And Lisby now starting to sit up again. It was a bit of a sore one for him to take, but it should be more than fine to carry on. So free kick for Braintree as Akinola now going into the referee's notebook. So free kick just the front halfway again. Josh Sude just getting some quick instructions from his new boss, Neil Lardley, and both sets of players just taking a quick chance to have a quick swig of water. Just over 13 minutes gone here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking have started fairly brightly though. Free kick with Braintree again. Braintree a few minutes ago had a dangerous low ball to nice link up to the Lisby brothers that cut back into the centre, but Woking managed to get that one clear. Probably the most threatening Braintree been so far in terms of getting into the box. Have a free kick right on halfway actually for Shay Cooper to take. Let's see what he can do from this free kick. So Cooper now just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. So now Cooper drills it into the area. Good head away there from Chinwike Okoli. Drops in the middle. Great tackle there from Buteman on Marshall Miranda. Now Buteman, can he counter that? Leaves it for Andrews. Andrews down the right for Josh Asude. Asude now turns and gets in the box. Asude on the byline. Asude on the stretch. He was well fended off there, I must say, by Aidan Francis Clark. Goal kick for Braintree, but again Asude showing what he's all about, trying to get him behind. Did that really, really well, that movement, but excellent defending there from Aidan Francis Clark. Again, needed to get across.
Yeah, good break by Woking there, and an opportunity for Asude.
So goal kick here for Braintree to take. 14 and a half minutes played at Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking have started off fairly well. Probably the best chance then though fell in the second minute. Tunji Akinola edge of the box, dragged this shot wide after winning the ball back. There's been a couple of dangerous breaks from Braintree, but Woking have dealt with it well. Just coming up to the first quarter now. Woking 0, Braintree 0. It is Cara Lisby by the corner flag, holding onto it against Dan Moss. Again, Lisby just holds off Moss, still tries to flick it through legs and instead flicks it off his right foot for a corner kick for Braintree on the left hand side. And again, there's certainly going to be a real handful today, that Lisby brothers, but again Dan Moss did well there. It was Cara Lisby trying to flick it through his legs. Again, Moss made sure he wasn't going to fall for that. It's going to be a corner to Braintree on the left hand side for Shay Cooper to deliver. So the business looking to try and really grow into this game now. So Cooper, corner in for the left hand side, comfy headed away there from Ini Effio. Piddington lifts it back towards the box, sails over everyone's heads, out for a goal kick for Woking.
Yeah, comfortably defended there by Woking. Ini Effio getting the header, and Piddington's ball back in, really no good at all, really, just went straight out for the goal kick. So well done to the Woking defence on that occasion.
First couple of goals have gone in the 3 o'clock this afternoon. Ashley Barnett, unsurprisingly, leading Gateshead, who are out form at the moment by Goldson. Rochdale leading Aldershot by Goldson. Of course, Aldershot being on great form, not music to Woking fans' ears. Of course, we have the FA Trophy semi-final coming up a week today. That's the last thing in Woking's mind at the moment. 2 big home games, starting with this one. Just over 60 minutes played, Woking 0, Braintree 0, but fairly decent start from Woking. Jaskalainen takes the goal kick towards left hand side. Pennington heads away now, headed back into the Braintree half by Okoli. Chested forwards from Effion, down left hand side, Ashford beaten to it. Again, Ashford putting the pressure on, but Langston did enough to see that one out of play for a throw for Braintree deep inside the half. Again, Josh Asude now just off the field temporarily, but he's now entering the stage again.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I don't know what he went off for.
Now I have to admit, there's nothing really clear that he went off for. Throw taken from Pennington. Akinola beaten to it, now lifted over the top here for Kyle Lisby to chase. Good work there for Jaskalainen coming out of his area. He needed to get there first to clear it away and flicked forwards from Odesina, which goes out for a Braintree throw. Quickly take for John Akinde down the right hand side, and that's good work there from Timmy Odesina to see off Kyrus Lisby. And that'll be a goal kick for Woking, but again, so far, really is the pace of Lisby brothers. Akinde not really getting into it in these early stages, but again, if they can make the ball stick to win, then again, Woking are going to be in for a long afternoon. But it's a goal kick here taken from Jaskalainen. Now search of Effion, bounce off Effion now. Osude inside left, good tackle there from Langston, long from Pennington. Header one there from Odesina, heavy touch from Hines. Hines still keeps it though and turns away from McKinday. Is Josh Asude now down the left from Effion. Play back to the feet from Effion from Peterman. Infield now. Asude, can he take the shot on edge of the box? It's blocked there. Well from Francis Clark and cleared away for a throw for Woking on the right hand side. Asude was in a good position to take that shot on.
Yeah, didn't quite catch it, but it's he's popping up in different places. It's not just out wide there as Effiong has out wide, and Asude was much more central.
Certainly was great movement there from Josh Asude in the middle just to pick up the ball. That's Neil Lally wanting them going into different areas of the pitch. Again, trying to move Braintree around, so Andrews with the throw from the far side. Header out towards the right side. I think that didn't come off Akinola. It did come off for Braintree man, so it will be a corner kick for Woking on the right hand side. And nice round of applause for Harry Buteman for this corner will be taken. Woking 0, Braintree 0. Just over 90 minutes played. So Harry Buteman now sets himself, clips in with his right foot towards the back post. Braintree managed to head it away and then scooped up in the air from Kyle Lisby, headed into the box from Josh Asude. Going to break here for Woking man. Coley swings at it, flicked away from him though, and then ball bounces out for not. There was going to be another corner. In the end, it's been given as a goal kick to Braintree.
That certainly didn't go down well with the Seymour stand crowd, who had a very good view of that, and referee Wayne Cartnell's decision not pleasing the fans there.
I'm absolutely sure that I did take a touch off a Braintree man, and the officials were adamant. There's a goal kick to the visitors. 20 minutes played here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 0, Braintree 0. Again, Woking will be pretty tense around it. We'll see with the gap to the relegation zone, only 2 points, but if Woking get a win today, that'd be absolutely massive. Goal kick taken and flicked back with some McCauley now. Can Lisby brothers link up here? Cara Lisby heads it into the centre, and in the end that was a poor finish there. Just beyond the D from Jay Cooper, just swiped at it.
First time really that John Akinde has got the better of Chinwiki Okoli there, just getting a flicked header on, and then the balls were bouncing around, could be anyone's, but in the end the final shot was harmless, way over only over the bar, but over the stand at the Kingfield Road end.
Yeah, it fell very awkwardly on the bounce for Cheku, but still probably be a bit disappointed with the way that he did finish that one. But again, those direct forward balls just win those flick-ons, and again the movement in behind just caused Woking a few issues there. So goal kick taken from Jaskalainen. Head up into the air from Buteman, trying to get onto it again, does do so with his head. Flicked in field from Evian, just front halfway now. Hit with the right foot, Langston down the far side. That rolls back into the area for Jaskalainen to comfortably pick up. Again, Jaskalainen now just hesitated to take the kick forwards with its left foot. So Jaskalainen now releases it. Jaskalainen ball spinning up towards Beachman. Header one there from Pennington. And Olasina lets that one bounce out for a throw. Again, Boston leading Sutton by a goal to nil. Not great news for Woking there. Altrincham leading at Ebbsfleet by a goal to nil. So obviously Ebbsfleet, it's been a miserable season for them, but they've had a bit of newfound spirit since Josh Wright to charge. Now Hines with the throw. Head away, Akinola halfway to flick on there from Ashford. Braintree had it only as far as Josh Asuda. Now it's been pulled back for free kick to Woking.
Oh, that's a pity because Asuda was away there.
And not the first time that's happened where Asuda's had an opportunity to possibly get through and the whistle's blown. At least this time has gone for a free kick for Woking just by the centre circle for Harry Beatsman to take. Beatsman, nicely passed free kick into the box. Ashford, was he taken down from the goalkeeper?
Penalty.
He was. Penalty kick to Woking. Really nice free kick routine. Rolf and Beatsman to Ashford, and Ashford took it beyond the reach of McClurg, and McClurg was brought down there. Yes, penalty for Woking. It was a lovely short free kick roll from Harry Beatsman into the path of Sam Ashford, and Lennon McClurg, the Braintree goalkeeper, stuck out his right hand, completely missed the ball and caught Ashford. So a huge opportunity here for Woking to break the deadlock again. Braintree was starting to get into this game, so a massive point now that Woking have got penalty, and Harry Beatsman, who's been cool from the spot this season, in particularly since Neil Larley's joined, had the chance to break the deadlock for Woking. 23.5 minutes on the clock. Harry Beatsman to step up here, hands on hips. Again, Lennon McClurg trying to put him off, but Beatsman again very, very cool from these situations. So whistle blows now. Harry Beatsman sets himself, little start to run up. Beatsman right footed into the bottom left hand corner, and Woking lead Braintree by a goal to nil. Huge relief here around the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Lovely penalty there for Harry Beatsman in.
Yeah, lovely penalty, and it was really quick work to win that penalty. It was at first instinct I thought that ball's gone nowhere, and then from nowhere you saw Sam Ashford coming in at pace, caught by the keeper. Definite penalty. Woking now with their noses in front, and they really need to build on this and establish that, and even push on for another one. But it's been a tight game, so for Woking to get that goal is really, really key.
Certainly has been. So 24.5 minutes on the clock. Harry Beatsman from the spot. It's Woking 1, Braintree Town 0. Back to you in the studio. Great penalty there for Harry Beatsman. Very cool with the right foot. Again, Lennon McClurg was full stretch down to his left hand side. Again, massive moment for Woking now. And Harry Beatsman just telling his side to just keep their cool here. Again, need to keep their focus. Long way to go, but I think Woking are worthy of having the lead, and Braintree get us back underway. So long ball from Langston, headed away from Okoli, and now headed down there from Beatsman. Cleared there from Marshall Miranda towards the far side, and Joshua Sude got there first, but Braintree thought they'd won the throw there, but Curry Slisby furious, and here's a throw for Woking on the far side. So Tariq Hines out, coming across Staker, but now Woking be really looking to build on the lead. Throw deep inside the half for Tariq Hines to take.
And really you're seeing the benefit here of Tariq Hines coming back from, quick player and a class player coming back from injury, albeit playing on the left. And here we go with a long ball forward.
Yeah, Ashford trying to get onto that long bouncer ball. Langston heads away, drops in the centre here, edge of the area on the inside right for Beatsman. Beatsman short for Andrews, returns it to Beatsman. Here's Moss now, short to the feet of Andrews. And Woking do manage to get through, just hit off for Langston there. So can Woking get that second goal, then they'll be really in the ascendancy. Here, throw on the right hand side for the Cards to take. Short from Moss to Buteman now. It's a forward to Andrews. Andrews lifts the ball towards the back post, but pretty comfortable there for Len McClaw to take. And yeah, pretty simple there for the goalkeeper. Ball just lifted from the back post towards the back post, and Jamie Andrews. McClaw goes long, and Carl Lisby thought he's pulled back there from Moss. Nothing given. Hines it on the right hand side, offering supporters. Again, Karius Lisby trying to take it beyond him. Now Kinde holding up for Braintree. Good tackle there from Andrews. Here's Hines. Visits the feet of Ashford. Ashford hits it forwards for Effiong, and ball bounces away from Effiong on the end, and that will be a throw for Braintree deep inside their half. Again, that's really good work from Woking, fighting to win it back.
Battling is quite bizarre, interesting seeing two twins playing for a side, and both playing so close to each other, both similar in their style, both pacey.
Most certainly, and again, Woking have dealt them pretty well so far. They've offered their threatening moment to Coatley, slams it forwards. Josh Asude flicks it down for Ashford in the box, but its opposite number is a cross in Aidan Francis Clark to see that one out of play. Again, Woking have got a real good energy about them now.
Ashford and Asude out front have made such a difference, because it just lifts the pressure off Ini Effiong, who for a number of games has just been the lone trudging away up front, it seems at times. But now that he's got pace and skill alongside him, it just makes it that bit easier.
Good header one there from Makinola. They're back forwards in the visitors now. Chinwike Cody on the stretch. There's an out of play for a Braintree throw on the left hand side. 28 and a half minutes gone here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking 1, Braintree 0. Clamping's throw returns in from Marshall Miranda. Now it's again direct ball down left from Francis Clark, headed away from Cody. Now Moss won that free kick, well just anticipated. Kinde was close to him, just received that little bit of a nudge, and now it's a free kick for Yaskline to take it. Woking 1, Braintree 0, approaching the 29th minute. Other games nationally with goals in them. Barnet 1, Gateshead 0, Sutton have equalised against Boston. FC 0, Altrincham 1, Rochdale 1, Aldershot 0, and here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium, Harry beats him on the spot as Woking in front against Braintree. Low drilled free kick down the right hand side from Yaskalainen towards Ashford, and in the end it was well read there from Ryan Clampin, just getting there first for Ashford and seeing it out of play for throw for Braintree deep inside the half. Throw take from Clampin, flicked on from McKinday, and drilled here from Moss. Moss turns and goes back to Coley, just smacked out of bounds in the end from Chinwike Cody for a throw for Braintree.
He looks at the pitch, it might well have taken a bobble, we can't see, but
again, Cody's defended very solidly in a Woking shirt most of the time. Again, is looked to be a very good loan sign, and throw take from Braintree, flicked on Kinde, falls back to him. In the end, heavy pass there for Karius Lisby, and Andrews picks up Josh Asude just behind halfway. Asude looking for Effiong, far too in front of Effiong though. Again, certainly Effiong appreciate the intent from Josh Asude. Here's Francis Clark across the back line to Langston. Half hour played at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking 1, Braintree 0. Langston up towards the Kinde, wins the flick on, and that's good work from Hines. Just made sure got there front. Karius Lisby just gave the chance there for Yaskalainen to collect the ball on the bounce. And Noel Ali's barking instructions on the sidelines. I think he was a little bit concerned with the way Braintree won the flick on, but
yeah,
overall in the end it worked out for Woking. Fell back to Yaskalainen, who goes along, search for Effiong. Does break it for Effiong, toe pokes it down for Ashford, inside of D. Ashford's Effiong, right side of the box, and in the end, just in the nick of time, it was Francis Clark across just to put off Effiong, and made sure he saw the ball out of play for goal kick for Braintree. But that's a link-up play between Ashford and Effiong you want to be seeing.
Yeah, there's much better link-up play up front, and And it also, as well as lifting the pressure off Effiong, it lifts the pressure a bit off the midfield. They're not having to create everything when you've got Asude and Ashford both doing their stuff and themselves being creative.
Goal kick from McClurg. Flick on there from Carl Lisby. Further flicked on there from Marshall Miranda, but bounced kindly for Odesina to search for Asude in the middle. Bounced over Asude's head. Cleared to the right hand side there by Langston. Asude uses pace to chase it down. Did really well there. Asude bounced out of play, and again Pennington thought for a split second he was going to get there first on challenge, but Asude got across and made sure he saw that one out for a Woking throw.
Jamie Andrews going across that, and I'm just looking at who's hanging back for Woking. You've got Timmy Odesina on halfway, and then Tariq Hines a bit sort of bit further advanced, and Akinola, but Hines and Odesina will both be the quickest defenders in the case that the ball comes away and there's a rapid break. So
long throw comes in from Andrews from the left hand side. Good header weight there from Langston, and there was a foul in there from Woking, so free kick for Braintree. Woking leading by a goal to nil. 32.5 minutes played here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Harry Buteman from the spot, Woking worthy of that one goal advantage. Of course they won't want to be nervy. I think the games against the likes of Tamworth and Ebbsfleet, where they haven't been able to hold on the lead since Neil Harley's been in charge. Free kick then taken from Braintree. Head away there from McInerney, almost got Nakode's way. Now is Ashford down the left hand side for Effiong. Effiong cuts in. Effiong holds on to it well. Buteman low pass and couldn't quite find Ashford. They weren't on the same wavelength there. Langston back for Pennington, long diagonal search for Cara Lisby. Moss wins that duel though as he hooks it away. Ball bounce in the centre circle. Marshall Miranda squared it. Now to Louis Ansley, long ball headed away there from Akodi. Walks back towards Ansley. Now Andrews heads it off Ansley hooks it forwards. He's kept in play. Comes off head of Moss though. Andrews insistent. That should be a throw for Woking, but it will be a throw for Braintree in the end. There's Clampin to take it about 10 yards into the Woking half. So Clampin has a short option of Cooper. Turn back to him. The Marshall Miranda. It's rolled under his foot there, but plenty of time on the ball. Squares it now for Langston. Again goes short to Marshall Miranda in the centre circle. Marley Marshall Miranda plays it back to Aidan Francis Clark. Over halfway, gets away from Buteman. Striding forwards here, Francis Clark. Now Francis Clark under pressure. Ashford was caught there by Aidan Francis Clark, and again he was awkward there trying to come forward to the ball and just clipped Ashford to the ground. Free kick for Woking.
And what we've seen in this first half, Sam Ashford has very quick feet. Ashford Clark just slightly ahead of himself, and Francis Clark rather, and Ashford just came in and nicked it away and got a kick and a little bit of an arm in the face, I think, for his efforts. But what it means is a free kick for Woking, which Jaskalainen will take from his own half, and a number of players moving forward.
Yeah, Jaskalainen now out to take it, and Sam Ashford's certainly taking a clattering there. So free kick from Jaskalainen. Looking for Inni Effiong, heads it down just a little bit behind Ashford, still trying to chase it down now. Braintree and carry out the box, and Clampin goes long. Looking for Kinde, comfortable head away from McCody. Now Akinola into the Braintree half, taking on the chest of Ashford. Andrews into feet Effiong, nice hold up play from Effiong, and field to Ashford, about 25 yards and goal. Hits it outside of his right to Andrews. Can Andrews maybe send in delivery? Well, he turns, trying to create a bit of space for himself. Andrews edge of the box, puts in the cross, sails over Peterman's head, and company bounces to Lennon McClurg at the back post. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Woking 1, Braintree 0. It's rolled to Langston. Bring the ball forward from the back line now. Whips it right footed for Cooper to chase. Cooper just gives that one up. Always getting away from him, and again Braintree just struggling for the most part. There's been times where Kinde's won a few flick-ons, but again they have the movement of the Lisby brothers being lively, but Woking defending really well so far. They're carrying a good threat themselves. So 36 minutes played at Laythwaite Community Stadium, and so far so good for Woking. But again, this relegation battle certainly hotting up, so you feel like there's more twists and turns to come. Throw taking header forwards there and then another clearance from Tarikine. 36 minutes on the clock here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 1, Braintree 0. Since you last with us, not really any big clear-cut chances. Whenever Braintree come forwards, Woking defending very valiantly, nullifying the threats of Akinde and the Lisby brothers. But again, Woking have had some good moves their own, just that final ball seems to be lacking. But overall, it's going well for Woking at the moment. Scoreline-wise, the lead by a goal to nil here against Braintree Town. And Asude's pass forward to his right foot, a little bit too heavy there for Effiong down left-hand side.
I suppose inevitably what you are seeing at times is, because this is the first time these front three have played together, so it's sometimes they're on a different wavelength, but it's all in all it's been promising from them.
Throw taken, Cody heads it up into the air now. Odysseana gets his head to it, headed down the right side for Kinley now. Carol Lisby trying to get him behind. Good tackle one there from Dan Moss. It did bounce out for a Braintree corner though, but Dan Moss had to time that really well. It's the movement of Cara Lisby, right side of the penalty box. Excellent defending there by Dan Moss, and it is Che Cooper heading across towards the far side to deliver for the visitors. Yeah, excellent defending from Dan Moss, and see what Braintree can do from this corner. Rochdale lead Aldershot by 2-0. They have to equalise against Oldham. So corner drilled in from Cooper, and Jaskelainen comes and punch it. Headed back towards the 6-yard box, and a good catch there from Jaskelainen. Header came from Marshall Miranda, and well gathered from Jaskelainen. Some excellent work there from the Woking goalkeeper, commanding his box well. Now a chance for Woking to push up here. 7 minutes left of this first half. Woking 1, Braintree Town 0. Harry Buteman from the spot. So Jaskelainen looking for Effiong. Effiong spin a heavy touch with his right foot. Braintree clear, bounced off Akinola. Here's Clampin, heading towards halfway. Brushes off Andrews, still Clampin. Clampin inside left. Clampin now can't get the weight on the pass he wanted. Akoli, bit of heavy touch though. Clampin gets it back off him. Clampin being sent backwards. Akoli all over the back of him. Back now on the Braintree off, and it's long from Francis Clark down left hand side. And Ansley beaten to it there on the byline by Moss, and Moss just does really well. Oh, bit of push and shoving going on between Dan Moss and Louis Ansley, and now Odysseana just across to help, and still going on there between the pair. Now Ansley wants a bit with Timmy Odysseana as well, and again needs to be cooled down there. A few chances in the Woking fans for Ansley to be sent off, but yeah, got a little bit heated there to Dan Moss and Louis Ansley. Still trying to be heated down. The referee now just telling everyone to go away from the situation so he can deal with it.
All very unnecessary really, and I think it really came from Louis Annesley who sort of overdid really. I mean the ball had gone out and he just got hold of Dan Moss and pulled him down and then kept him down, and the referee now having a word with both of them. But that was really Annesley who actually many Woking fans will remember, played for Woking a few years ago. I think he was in Alan Dowson's team.
So referees dished out a yellow to Annesley and Moss.
Yeah, I think that was unfair. I think from what I've seen, that was an Annesley provoked that, and it was a yellow card. But it's
it just seems to be one of those ones where, again, Annesley was the one who provoked it because Moss had a little maybe tug at Annesley's shirt. Again, the referee, he still had to even it up there. But yeah, overall though, still really good defending from Dan Moss in that situation. Yeah, all very, very unnecessary, but calm down now that both ended up on yellow card, and Woking lead by a goal to nil. 5 minutes left of this first half. Jaskelainen with the goal kick, looking for Effiong. Nice flick on there from Effiong. Ashford to chase it, and to hit backwards there for the Braintree defender. It was a real awful slice through instead, and George Langston, the Braintree skipper, almost hit that one into his own net.
And that was Effiong headed the ball through well, and it was bouncing around, and it was almost a bizarre own goal, and just everyone, Braintree and Woking fans, all held their breath to see where that was going to end up, and it just went past the post, which I suppose is, with Woking's luck this season, that's probably how it was going to go. But more pressure from Woking, and their corner to come in.
which Harry Buteman drills in from the right-hand side. Ball just bounced off Akinola. Braintree get it clear. Now Corey Slisby looking to hold up against Hines now. Again, his brother Kyrell trying to get down the far side. Good tackle one there from Josh Asude, tracking back, but he gives it away though. Marshall ran the first time, but went straight through the Braintree front line, and it's Andrews calmly back to Jaskalainen. Ball bounce over Efionte, but does reach Josh Asude on the stretch. Can't find Ashford. Clearance made from Langston. He mighty relieved. And that long ball for Langston bounces away from the Lisby brothers. And back here with Will Jaskalainen. So Woking leading by a goal to nil.
What we saw there was Josh Asude in a foot race with the Lisbys, and Josh Asude seemed to have the lead on them really in terms of speed, and really recovered his line well defensively.
Woking in the centre with Buteman now, turns backwards here. Buteman now onto his right foot, then with his left squares it in the centre circle to Akinola. Akinola, who's on to Moss. Woking just in front halfway. Moss. Buteman now in space by the centre circle. Buteman right footed into the feet of Andrews. Andrews could tackle there from clamping, but rolls back here to Okoli. Okoli searching the ball over top towards Ashford, headed away though from Francis Clark. Ball bounces here to Moss, not enough contact on that pass. There's Carl Lisby, good tackle from his opposite number, Tunji Akinola. Akinola now finds Effion right side of the area, but Effion was offside. And free kick for Braintree. It's disappointing there for Woking. It was a nice little ball towards Effion.
Yeah, he's found himself in 2 or 3 good positions, but each time has been offside. But still, good stuff from Woking.
And most certainly, and again, Woking can be pleased with their work this first half. Nothing overly spectacular, but they're working hard. They're creating enough threatening moments, certainly to be worthy of this 1-goal advantage. McClure with the free kick for Braintree, headed away from Chinwika Okoli. He's pretty much won everything for Woking almost. He's been excellent this first half. So clamping with the throw down the left, head up into the air from Andrews. On a Kinde and Langston just clattering in between Harry Beadsman. And yeah, Langston's gone down. It looks like Annesley's gone down as well. And it looked a bit of a nasty one there for a second. Thankfully, Annesley's back on his feet, and Beadsman now slowly looking to get back to his feet as well. But yeah, Beadsman seems to getting sandwiched in between Kinde and Annesley. Not the nicest experience for him. And yeah, Beatsman's rubbing his eyes with his shirt now, back on his feet thankfully. And that is a free kick for Woking now into the last minute of this first half. Woking 1, Braintree 0. Again, Woking managing this game really well at the moment. Again, that second goal will be huge though. So Jaskalainen, free kick, left footed. In the centre of the Cards half, again diagonal towards Effion, headed away by Langston. Ball bouncing over halfway. Hines contesting with Kari Slisby, and then Kari Slisby completely misses the ball there. Now Buteman, short for Ashford, inside left, square for Asude. Asude now slowing it down, tries to get beyond his man. Well, goes down there, Asude, nothing given. And now here's Pennington. Over halfway, looks on his ass, a good sliding interception there from Josh Asude to get back working very hard, and long ball from McCarty. Langston heads away, headed forwards to Akinola, just over halfway now. Annesley controls, Annesley again, bouncing ball down the right hand side, in the box. Olasina heads it away, a little bit off balance when he flung himself towards the ball, thankfully just getting back to his feet. So 2 minutes of stoppage time in this first half at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 1, Braintree 0.
Yeah, it's been a tense half of football, and great work by CD. He made the initial mistake, but then to recover and win the ball was a great effort.
So Che Cooper whips in the corner on the right side. It's an outswinger there. What a volley in the air there from Lisby. Goes out the box though, and it back into the air, and then flicked on from Carl Lisby. It's a shot well off target in the end from Langston. Just on the line, the area broke him onto his right foot, and well off target, thankfully, from a Woking perspective.
And we're in added time. I missed how long was added time, Tom?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes of add-on time. So now halfway into add-on time in this first half again. Yeah, it was a wild shot there from George Langston. Yeah, with a corner, when the corner was where it didn't fell towards Carl Lisby. They took a swing at the ball, completely missed it. Went out the box and Braintree quickly got it back in. Goal kick for Jaskalainen. Header one there from Langston. Now put forward to Annesley. Flick on there. And it's the feet for Kinde. Good work there from Odyssey, though. Gets his right foot stretched and clears it away for a Braintree throw. 25 seconds off this first half to go. Just over halfway on the right hand side. Pennington, short throw to Marshall Miranda. Pennington has it again. Here's Marley Marshall Miranda. Cuts it inside. Marshall Miranda's a one last chance at Braintree. Holds off Andrews. Sticks his foot in there and Andrews just clipped Marshall Miranda, calling to the referee Wayne Cartmelter. One last chance at Braintree in this first half. Again, close to the area, inside right. Shea Cooper to deliver. And Woking just need to hold their line. Again, one last bit of defending to do this first half, and half the job will be done. But again, Braintree have threats, and this one is certainly far from over. So free kick inside right, 23 yards and goal. Again, Jaskalainen making sure he's got a good view of this one. This one could maybe be a shot. Wait and see, will it just be a delivery in? I think this one probably will likely be a delivery into the box. Here's Cooper steps. Oh, Cooper. Well, it's into the wall in the end. That right foot to free kick. Bounce in the centre. Not enough time for Pennington to hit it back towards the box. There goes the half-time whistle. Woking lead Braintree by a goal to nil through a Harry Button penalty. It was Harry Button penalty. He rolled the free kick to Sam Ashford, who's brought down for Len McClure. Without doubt, that was a penalty. Referee pointed the spot in the matter of seconds, and Harry Button tucked away the penalty into McClure's bottom left-hand corner. But it was a good first half from Woking. Not a huge collection of chances created, but they put a lot of pressure on Braintree, and it's certainly worthy of the one-goal lead.
Yes, I think Woking are worthy of that lead, and they played it really, really well. It was just that one moment of inspiration where Sam Ashford got to the ball quicker than McClure, the keeper, and Harry Button coolly put it away. And it's what is key now is that Woking, who haven't been great at this, really hold on for the win, or even extend their lead to make it a little bit more comfortable. There have been glimpses with Braintree. They haven't really had many chances, but you can see the threat they carry, given if the Woking defence slips up. But I think the Woking team has been set up very, very well to counter the threat with the two big central defenders and Akinola in front, and Hines to counter the pace of Lisby out on the right, and Dan Moss has done well out on the left. So far so good for Woking, and hopefully a big and positive half to come.
Most certainly. So half-time here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. It is Woking 1, Braintree down. They'll join us soon for all the second half action. Hello and welcome back here to the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Second half to get underway shortly. Woking leading Braintree by a goal to nil through Harry Buteman. Spot kick. It wasn't a first half full of goal-mouth action, but Woking certainly worthy of the lead. Double substitution for Braintree half time. Alan Judge, of course, familiar for Woking fans with a couple of recent spells here. He's on for Marley Marshall Miranda, and also half of Lisby brothers. Kyrell is off for Jermaine Francis. Double substitution from Braintree. And Ian, solid first half from Woking. Neil Hardy probably wants him all the same.
Yes, I'm sure. I mean, the changes show that. Be interesting to see what the Braintree changes mean, but certainly, I don't think anyone. I was chatting to fans at half time saying that's a lot better. Look more like bit more attacking threat, quite cohesive. There seems to be a real clear plan of the team, and to that extent, it's very positive. And they just need to keep that going. Alan Judge, if he's fit and he's on, he will add something to the Braintree side.
Yeah, real top experience player again. Fortunately, injuries meant he hardly played for Woking, but when he was on the pitch, certainly, again, really showed his experience. And Woking about to get us underway. Second half, Jamie Andrews to kick us off it. It's a big second half this for Woking. If they can see this one out, then they will close the gap to Braintree to 3 points. Be absolutely massive. They can't let teams pull away from them. Of course, it is all about staying out the relegation zone. They want to stay intact, the teams above them as well. So underway for the second half. Jamie Andrews kicks us off. Gives it Harry Beatsman, who goes along towards Effiong. Langston heads away. They're back forward to Akinola. Skims off Effiong's head, and Surrey can't quite get to it. Bennington clears away for Braintree, and Woking looking to get on the front foot immediately. Throw from behind. Back in the Woking half for Odysseina. Here's Chumwike Kohli again, floating it up towards Effiong. Now leaves it for Hines. Good work there from Effiong to pin his man. Hines, as he kept in play, not quite. Good idea there though.
Frustrating.
Yeah, just bounced a bit awkwardly for Tariq Hines, but again Effiong did well to pin his man. Just that bounce at Tariq Hines was a bit awkward, so a throw for Jacob Pennington to take it down the near side. And it just skimmed off the right foot. Tariq Hines again just get himself fully back to match fitness after being out of the injury, but he's coming and done really well in the first half, so hoping to keep that up for the second. Another throw here for Braintree to take. This one just in front of halfway on the right. Pennington takes. Header there. Count for Cody, but it looks like it's gone in the favour of Woking, so must have come off Kinde last. So Tariq Hines to take the throw in the sunshine at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Minute and a half into second 45. Woking 1, Braintree 0. Throw taken, flicked up in the air from Effiong. Langston wins the header. Ball looping up on halfway. Flick there from Francis, substitute. Now diving there from Odysseina does well to retrieve it for his side. Now Andrews clears to Pennington. Pennington turn. Direct ball, easily headed away from Hines. Down halfway, hooked from Buteman. For Effiong to try and turn on the left hand side. Effiong cuts in, goes down, and Langston puts his hands on his head. He thought there was nothing in that, but Effiong did well there. Just to cut in and get that free kick for Woking.
Yeah, Effiong did very well there. I think I'd probably agree with Braintree. I'm not sure that it was a free kick, but it's he had two men around him and he was coming away and slipped, and but maybe as well his shirt was pulled a bit. More pressure now from Woking.
Yeah, I must admit, didn't look too much in that, but Woking will gladly take this free kick. Just over 2 minutes gone in the second half. Free kick out here on the left hand side, about level with the corner of the area for Harry Buteman to take. Buteman, free kick in towards the centre, header, and it's gone all the way in. It looks like it came back and Akinola last, and Woking double their advantage. Delicious delivery from Buteman. Akinola got away from his man. I think got a faint flick onto it. It is Woking 2, Braintree 0, 3 minutes into the second half.
Well, that was it's one of those free kicks that, you know, it's curling in and it goes into this uncertain area. Do you go for it, don't you? And it was the slightest of touches, but no Braintree players near it really. It was the two Woking players who anticipated, and I think Tunji Akinola probably just got the slimmest of touches into the corner. Credit him with the goal, and Woking now 2-0 up, can breathe a little bit more easily now, but a long way to go still.
That was a superb delivery from Harry Buteman, and we're back underway here now. Woking 2, Braintree 0. So Judge goes short here. Here's Francis Clark. Now long from Clampin. Head away there on the far side by Akoli. And now Moss, good tackle there on the far side on Clampin. Throw for Braintree, so all to do now for the visitors. And a throw here for Clampin to take, a few yards in front of halfway. Clampin's throw. It's gone in the favour of Woking. It was a delicious free kick in from the left hand side from Harry Buteman, who got the faintest of touches from Tunji Akinola, just eased away from his man. Awful marking, I must say, from Braintree, but Woking won't care one bit. It was a lovely free kick there from Buteman onto the head of Akinola. So it's Woking 2, Braintree 0, 4 minutes into the second half. Nice turn there from Andrews just over halfway. And there's a little clip there on the back of Andrews' ankle there from Francis Clark, and that will be a free kick for Woking just over halfway. But yeah, Jamie Andrews certainly enjoyed himself at that nice turn.
Yeah, it's confidence is such a thing, and I would imagine being 2-0 up lifts a big weight off some of these Woking players who've trudged particularly through a couple of defeats and a few draws, and suddenly to be 2-0 up must be very refreshing.
Buteman whips it in right-footed. Evades Ashford, just edge of the D, headed away from Pennington. Looked on from Francis, and that rolls on halfway for Odesina. First time into Josh Asude. Asude can't quite find Effiong. Instead from Pennington. Pennington tapped the ball down the right, easily read though from Timmy Odesina. Time for him now to go direct, searching for the run of Ashford, sprinted towards it in the byline, gets to it, great running from Ashford. Ashford trying to hold up, Woking fans appealing for the corner. In the end, Ashford dispossessed and Langston hit off. In fact, there's a goal kick in the end to Braintree just over 5 minutes into the second half.
Chased really well there, Ashford, and he's got a surprising turn of pace. I mean, he's not a pseudo type pace, but he does have a bit about him, and he's got a lot of experience now, and also good first touch.
Yaskalan goes long, bit of concern here for Woking. Long ball towards Ashford. So man down for a second now. Cody's back on his feet. He was the man who was down, and the ball just evades a Kinde there from Francis Parr. Here's Josh Asude, tackled from Annesley. Now here's Francis. Lisby, right hand side of the box. Good work there from Hines to get across. Hines goes down the byline, not enough contact. Lisby trying to get away from Buteman. Lisby sends the cross towards the back post. Cooper sprinted towards it, can't control it, but will get onto it out on the far side. Cooper to Judge. Judge now 25 yards to go. Low shot, not a lot on it, and it's easily blocked from Moss. Played back towards the box though from Pennington. Cleared there from Akinolison. Defending now for Wokin's on this 2-goal lead. Sitting in for the time being. Infield, and it's Annesley. High crossing, headed about the box from Okoli. Asude trying to hook it away. Blocked though from Pennington. Rolls here to Hines to try and come away there. Hines by the corner flag, and the pressure from Pennington. Hines being set back towards his own box. Clears on as far as Judge. Woking being boxed in for the time being. Judge in the middle, back down the centre circle for Francis Clark. Square here for Clampin. First time ball field from Cooper. Now Francis lays off to Cooper. Down left hand side for Clampin. Looks to be heavy pass. Clampin though does get to it, and then Jaskalainen gets down to the ball at the near post. And decent play there from Braintree, but Jaskalainen did well.
Yeah. Braintree picked it up there this last 2 or 3 minutes. They picked up the pace, and Woking a little bit, I would say, sloppy in their clearances, and they need to really get back, get control of midfield, and carry on the way they were playing.
Jaskalainen releases it with his left foot. Effions contested with Annesley now. Langston not the best of contacts there for Annesley. Managed to play it to him now. Annesley back to McClog. McClog just over halfway. Francis wins the header for against Okoli. Now it's on the left hand side with Cooper. Cooper now. Diagonal ball towards the box, and Hines surely thrown to the floor there by Kari Slisby, and the referee had a good view of that. That is indeed a free kick for Woking.
Yeah, and Tariq Hines has really handled Kari Slisby really well today. He's stuck to his task, stuck to his man. He's not naturally a left-sided defender, but he's done really, really well here.
Most certainly, and again Tariq Hines, it's a huge boost for Woking to have him back in the lineup now. Someone looks to be an all-round player, has the athleticism to go forwards, but again, certainly really developing as defender. More you see him play for Woking. Jaskalainen free kick too high there for Effiong and Asude. So throw for Braintree pretty deep inside their half on this right hand flank. Released it for Langston, the throw flip backwards from Hines. Now Odesina needs to judge the bouncer ball against Karius Lisby. Lisby backing into him just inside the box. Lisby as Hines and Odesina around him, and they force him out the area. Good tackle there from Odesina. Will be a throw for Braintree, but they did really well there, Hines and Odesina, to again tame Karius Lisby there.
That was great defence by Odesina, because it looked like Lisby was on the front foot and going past him, but between him and Hines they managed to shepherd the ball out. But another long throw, so a bit more pressure again.
Yeah, some work for Woking to do again. This game is far from over, but they're in a great position though, Woking, to really kick on. 54.5 minutes on the clock. Woking 2, Braintree 0. So Langston, long throw comes in, bouncing towards the back post, and that's good work there from Andrews to stretch and nod it out the area only as far as Francis. Braintree out on the left. Judge manages to find Cooper. Outstretched to Francis, back to Cooper, left hand side of the box. Cooper shot, not a million miles away from going in. Probably the best opening that Braintree have had all afternoon. Some lovely link up on the left hand side. Cooper on the bounce, tried to guide it towards the top left hand corner, wide of the target.
I think that was the best footballing attack that Braintree have done this game, coming through Alan Judge down the left, but in the end the final shot, it was a testing shot, but the final shot was really didn't trouble Jääskeläinen. And I can see, I think Lewis Walker is maybe getting ready to do something here. Just had a chat with Neil Ardley.
Up towards Effiong from the goal kick, head away from Langston, now volleyed from Buteman to Josh Asude, and header there from Pennington over top of Asude. That will do nicely for Woking. Throw on the left hand side, level with the penalty area. Again, Woking get that third, and this place really will be bouncing, and again it'll be huge if Woking can get that victory. Again, it's massive as well, not just that fresh attacking impetus with Josh Asude and Sam Ashford, but again having Timmy Odesina back and Tariq Hines back. Again, obviously it's a huge blow that Jokubas Mazionis is out for pretty much nearly all the rest of the season now, as Andrews puts in the long throw towards the centre and out the box there for Akinde. Nice touch from Buteman, guides it outside of his right, out it's Andrews. Buteman making an overlap and run, and Andrews uses him. Buteman still being stopped in for Langston, back for Andrews low cross, and it falls here to Effiong. Effiong the turn from the D. Effiong rising shot over the bar in the end. Braintree failed to clear. It was a bit awkward to Francis trying to head it down the way. Drop for Effiong inside the D, and a shot over the bar in the end.
Good attempt there by Effiong, who obviously started the season with Braintree.
So substitution there, Josh Asude. Again, certainly someone, it's fantastic to see him get a big move into full-time football. Real good learning experience him today, and I'm sure he has all the raw attributes to looks like to go on and be a really good player. And Lewis Walker now on for him. So Effiong, Walker leading line. See Ashford lurking out on that right hand side. Yeah, certainly some good first impressions from Josh Asude today, and he'll just develop further and further with Neil Arley's coaching. Odesina heads away the goal kick. Head there from Josh, comes off. Headed there, Ashford now. Foul there in midfield on Andrews. Ashford trying to link up Effiong. Intercepted though by Langston, back here for McClurg out towards the right hand side. Akinde up against Hines, holding him off well. Akinde now out on the right hand side, rolls Hines on the byline. Akinde looks to low pass in the box, hits off Odesina, and a corner kick for Braintree. It's good work there from John Akinde to win that corner kick against Tariq Hines.
Very much a physical mismatch that, wasn't it?
Most certainly. So Hines did, again, Odesina did well though to block the crossing. So Cooper puts the corner in from the right hand side, headed away, and now cleared further from Walker. On his far as Pennington. Out here to Cooper on the right hand side. Cooper's ball into the box, easy head away there for Effiong. Again back to Cooper. Braintree edge of the air in the end. Annesley on the stretch, couldn't control that Cooper roll pass into the box, and it's comfortably back with Will Jääskeläinen. Was that a bit of a little bit of push and shove on their team? Akinde and Nicoli. Akinde turning away frustration. Certainly the Woking fans amused, and now it's Jääskeläinen. Again, just take his time with that couple of bounces of the ball. He'll release this forwards. Woking are leading Braintree by 2-0. Just approaching the 59th minute. They're setting up towards Lewis Walker. Bounce off Langston. And back now to McClurg. McClurg strokes it in front of him on the far side. Now here's Judge dropping deep. Plays it back to his goalkeeper, Effiong. Trying to put McClurg under a bit of pressure. Cleared away from the Braintree shot stopper. Header there from McCody. Back into the Braintree half. Miscontrol there from Francis Clark. Ashford a peanut fan ball against Francis Clark. Nothing given. Now Braintree over halfway with Clamping down the left hand side, still Clamping, shot with his left foot, and Jääskeläinen had that one covered, rolled off target in the end, but Woking were just backing off. But Yeah, not really good enough shot from Clampin. Jääskeläinen had that one covered. Still 2-0 Woking.
Yeah, we saw in the first half Clampin did the same. He's good breaking forward in that from that left back position, and got real pace. And a couple of times he's sort of covered 2/3 of the pitch, and took his chance at a shot. Jääskeläinen knew exactly where he was, just let it go wide. It wasn't that far wide, but he just let it go wide, and goal kick now to Woking.
He saw enough that thought he'd have it covered. Will Jääskeläinen, and speaking of Jääskeläinen, goal kick out towards the left. Walker, Joshua Pennington, and Walker gets there for Langton. It's it lightly down the right hand side. Now Effiong leaves it for Walker. Walker enters the box. Walker shot from a tight angle, and McClure has to push it away for a corner kick for Woking on left hand side. Great work there from Lewis Walker.
Great work, yeah. Him and Effiong, they tripped over each other's feet for a while, but then it came to Walker, and he took it inside and snapshot. Well saved by McClure, but it was on target. Well done, Lewis Walker. Corner to Woking.
Taken from the left hand side again. Woking looking to seal this game off once for all. Just over an hour played at Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking lead Braintree by 2-0. Buton penalty, and he whipped in a delightful free kick onto head of Akinola. Akinola got a slight touch, but enough for it to be his goal. Corner from Buton, and it goes for everyone, and just no touch there at the back post. Again, another Buton delivery that's caused issues. Let's talk for the later scores in the National League. Barnet 2, Gateshead 0, Boston 1, Sutton 1, Dagenham 1, Maidenhead 0, Ebbsfleet 1, Altrincham 1, Halifax 0, Hartlepool 1, Rochdale 4, Aldershot 0, Tamworth 2, Eastleigh 0, Yeovil 0, Fylde 0, and York 1, Wealdstone 0 here. At the Laythwaite Community Stadium, Woking 2, Braintree 0. Also the earlier scores, Forest Green 1, Solihull Moors 0. Goal kick from Lennon McClure. Bounce off Cooper, back to the Braintree half, now down the left from Clampin for Kinde to chase. Good battle between Kinde and Coley on the stretch. Now Curry Slisby holding it up. Again, Cooper infield to Clampin, just edge of the box. Clampin clips it, and that's an easy take there for Jääskeläinen, as Braintree now needs to try and throw everything at this. Just under half hour left, and they're trailing by 2-0. And Woking can afford to maybe sit back now, but again, I think Woking want to continue though the energy they put into this game this afternoon. Jääskeläinen now looking towards Walker, inside left, bounce away from Pennington. Now it's going to fall for Effiong. Effiong heads it out to left for Walker to chase. Walker level the penalty area. Langston approaching Walker, nice pass straight toward the D, and Andrews tracks it wide. Good opportunity there for Jamie Andrews. He puts his shirt over his face. He knew he should have done better there, Jamie Andrews.
Again, great work by Lewis Walker, who's done very well since he came on. He picked his pass cleverly.
Certainly did, as Woking trying to press high from the short Braintree goal kick. Pennington, Buton attempts to tackle, Buton appealing for a throw, and it has gone in the favour of the visitors. And a few sighs from the Woking fans, and Buton straight away appealing for that one, but has gone in Pennington's favour. But certainly Woking have really got their tails up now. If anyone's going to score another goal, certainly wouldn't back against Woking. It's getting their third Pennington's throw. Francis trying to hold up on halfway, manages to poke it to Judge. Sends it long for Lisby to chase. Good work there from Oldesina, getting across and clearing it. Oldesina thought he was fouled, and the referee has pointed for free kick for Woking again. Timmy Oldesina, massive to have him fully fit in this back line again. It's a huge blow. Mazionis, obviously been out for pretty much nearly all season. He was doing fantastically well in that back line. So free kick for Will Jääskeläinen to take. Woking 2, Braintree 0. He's heading towards the 64th minute. But again, Lewis Walker's done really well since coming on. He had a shot saved, and he set up a really good chance. Andrews a moment ago. So Jääskeläinen free kick towards Effiong. Bounces off Annesley for Walker. Now leaves it for Buteman. Buteman, 2 yards behind him to Hines. Hines now back into the Woking half. Oldesina, bit of a scuff pass that finds Akinola. Buteman first time in film. Now Walker on the half turn. Walker now heading toward the D. Walker goes down. Nothing given. It looked to be a bit of contact from Annesley. Nothing given though. And now Clampin coming away with the ball over halfway. Clampin looking on his outside. Again, Woking get everyone back here. Cooper to Judge. Judge about 10 yards in the Woking half. Judge long ball, easy there for Jääskeläinen to catch, and looked to be Walker's ankle clip there a bit, but nothing given there. Some boos from the Woking fans towards the referee. But in the end, that long ball from Braintree didn't come to anything. But again, yeah, Walker, I have to say, yeah, come on, looking really, really good. So Jääskeläinen through the middle. That's away from Ashford and Effiong. Bounces comfortably back here.
Yeah, disappointing goal kick there from Jääskeläinen. Takes the pressure off Braintree, and they now have the ball back, building from the back.
Here's Francis Clark. Andrews couldn't intercept that pass, but and then that's a bit of a wayward pass there for Francis Clark. None of his teammates making movement down the left hand side. It's now Moss coming across towards the ball just in front. The Braintree visiting fans will be disappointed at the moment what they've seen. Probably would have felt like half time. They could attack Woking, make things nervous second half, but Woking, that early second goal has proved pivotal. And at the moment, 25 minutes to go here, Woking in control, 2 goals in front. Throw from Moss, volleyed away from Clampin. Kinde trying to hold it up, but Cody gets his turned on it. Here's Cooper, back heels it nicely down the left hand side. Now is Braintree come forwards to Clampin, runs in trouble though. Cody clears Akinola's clearance, blocked from Akinde. Woking deep inside the half. Moss manages to get it away. Bounces out for a Braintree throw. Alan Judge will be the man to take it. Throws it to Langston, just the front halfway. Good work there from Effiong to get his body across there. And now cleared from Andrews. And in the end, it was a free kick for Woking. Just a push before that pass was played.
Yeah, Woking won't mind this, that it's breaking up the play a bit, these sloppy little tackles, niggly tackles and free kicks, and it stops building the rhythm really. Braintree getting into any sort of rhythm to try and get back into this game.
Yeah, looks to be a substitution here for Braintree. Emmanuel Akunawo to come on here. Looks to be, I think, Jacob Pennington coming off. Yes, it is Pennington off and Akunawo on. So that, again, that's Braintree's 3rd substitution made now of the afternoon. So again, the 2 subs at half time, Alan Judge and Jermaine Farzas, haven't really had the desired impact. And again, a 4th substitution made as well. Tom Blackwell on for Braintree. So again, it's Shay Cooper on the Braintree player to come off as in the Effiong, just talking with Neil Lardley and Craig McHale-Smith. Woking stuff a man down on the far side, Jamie Andrews. Hopefully nothing serious. Again, back on his feet now, just with a member of the Woking medical staff alongside him. So hopefully he'll be coming back on very shortly, and it's a free kick for Will Jääskeläinen to take on the far side, about midway in Woking territory. Woking 2, Braintree Town 0, just approaching the 68th minute. It's a huge victory for Woking if they can close this one out. Jääskeläinen frigate flicked on from Walker. Effiong trying to hold on to the ball. Effiong now sprints onto it on the byline. Effiong by the corner flag, keeps him playing, feeds it back to Walker. Beautyman now, can he put it across? Instead, pass it in the area now, cleared only as far as Effiong. Effiong now leaves it for Ashford. Ashford's got the ball stuck under his foot. And now Judge goes to long diagonal. Well, Cody doing well to fend off Akinde. And Odosina leaves it for Jääskeläinen to clear towards the centre circle. Volleyed out to the left from Judge and too far away from Blackwell. In the end, that volley from Alan Judge. That is a throw for Woken's taken. And so far in the second half, it's been very, very frustrated for Braintree. So throw here for Dan Moss to take on the far side. And Moss now probably looking for Effiong, imagining, and Ashford's an option down that side as well. Throw taken towards Ashford, wins the flick on. Walker trying to chase it down the far side. And Annesley instead just plays that backwards and hits that out of play to take a nick off Walker. I think it did. And that will be a goal kick for Braintree. And again, I presume they'll probably be going long, and it looks like Len McClure telling his teammates to push up. Yes, again, Braintree need to start asking some questions of the cards. So McClure, goal kick, left-footed, looking for Akinde. Head away there from Akinola, controlled on halfway from Clampin. Clampin clips it down the left-hand side. Odosina gets his head to it and heads it square. And out for Braintree throw. in the attacking third for Ryan Clampin to take. Clampin stroke, controlled there from Blackwell. Back to Clampin. Can Clampin get the cross in with his left foot on the bar? And he does indeed. And head into the back of net. And Braintree have a goal back. And a bit of a scuffle there. It was a lovely cross there from the left hand side. There's still a bit of a scuffle, but Braintree are back in this one. It looked to be the head of Francis Clark that came off. It was an excellent, it is indeed. Gene up the fans. So Ian,
yeah,
20 minutes to go, it's got interesting.
Just about to say what Woking don't want to do now is go 2-1 and put themselves under a lot of pressure. They've worked so hard to get here, and they need to keep it tight, and some strong words between various Woking players, bit of a scuffle in the goal, but what it does mean is they say it 2-0, it's the next goal is all important, so that's 2-1. Woking under pressure, but Harry Butelman saying calm down, let's keep doing what we're doing.
This is a huge 20 minutes for Woking. It was a lovely cross in from Clampin, stood up, and Aidan Francis Clark head into the back of net. So game on here at the Layford Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Woking about to get us underway. Yellow card shown for Francis Clark and Hines, so need to be careful now, them too. So Andrews to get us back underway. Yeah. Braintree half the deficit just a minute ago. It was a lovely cross from the left hand side from Ryan Clampin right onto the head of the Braintree centre back Aidan Francis Clark. Nothing Askline could do. Powerful header from close range, and can now sense the nervous tension around the Lakewaite Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree 1, just under 20 minutes to go. Long ball from Beatman, headed infield from Walker. Now guided back from Judge to Langston. Now a long ball towards Akinde, headed away from Macaulay. Here's Beatman. Square for Walker. Walker just went under his left foot.
See, this is what happens. You get nerves coming in, you get pressure, and players just need to settle. They need to believe.
So Francis Clark scored the goal. Throws it down the right hand side. Headed left from Olasina. Goes out for another Braintree throw, this time in the attacking third. Exactly the bit of life that Braintree needed now. So throw will be left for George Langston to take. This would be huge if Woking could see this one out, but it's going to feel like a long 80 minutes plus stoppage time here at the Lakewaite Community Stadium. Langston, long throw comes in, headed away there by Effiol now, breaks edge of the box. Flicked out from Okumwo to the left hand side is Cara Lisby. Caris Lisby plays it back now. And Okumwo, long ball towards the back post. It skimmed off the back of Walker's head. And it's a corner kick here for Braintree on the left hand side, on the right hand side. They're throwing everything at this now. Corner to come in from Tom Blackwell. Again, Clampin's there's a short option. Blackwell certainly just whipped this one in from the right hand side. So outswinger from Blackwell. Blackwell's delivery goes through everyone, bounce out towards the left of Judge. Judge now short. And Lisby, first time pass now, and Braintree edge of the box, good shot. A block there from Hines, and now here is Walker coming away with it. Walker in the centre circle now, prods it to his left to Effiol. Woking trying to get away on the counter. Effiol now into the box on the byline. Effiol, low ball in, and the keeper McClaw just got a vital hand onto it to push it away. And now here's Francis Clark for Braintree, long diagonal. That's a nice ball to pick out. Francis on the far side. Jermaine Francis now enters the box against Moss. Francis on the byline. Low ball comes in, set to Macaulay, and then hit wide of the target from Blackwell at the near post. And again, things getting really nervy for Woking, but again, it just fell off Blackwell quickly and just snapshot well wide.
Apologies to listeners if I go very quiet for various lengths of time in this next 17 minutes. It's nervy times.
It certainly is, and again, Woking were in such a great position, 2 goals up, but again, stating the obvious, goals change games, and again, the mood has completely changed here at Layford Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree 1, just over a quarter an hour left. Goal kick taken headed away from Clampin. Andrews in the centre circle, back here for Okolie. And spinning ball through the middle, evades Walker, Effiong, Ashford. Header from Annesley, and now squared it from Judge to Clampin. Clampin zips it down the left. Cody's there just to smash it away. I think now that's a lot of what we're going to be seeing here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, Woking. Just clearing it away as far as possible. Again, Neil Larley will want the side to keep their cool, but again, times like this, you just got to clear it. Quarter an hour to go then at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree Town 1. Throw there from Clampin. Header from Moss for another throw for Braintree. Again, can push up a bit further midway inside the Woking half. Okunawo and Clampin attempt to link up, but it breaks down now. Buteman lifts it to Ashford. Ashford being fended off from Okunawo. Throw for Braintree. 2 yards into the Woking half, left for Ryan Clampin to take. Clampin, again, I imagine he'll just go long down left. He certainly does, towards the box. Ball bouncing in the air. Odyssey needs to get to it. He does do so and clears it square for another Braintree throw this time. Level the penalty. It goes short from Francis to Clampin. Clampin now sets his sights on a cross in. Headed down for Kennedy. Ball bouncing in the centre of the box and Hines clears it. And now Cody out of the area. Towards the centre. Effiong chase it down. Tried to lick it off Langston. And Langston gets to it on the right hand side. Heads it forwards. Cleared from Buteman to Effiong. Woking now going to try and get forwards here. Effiong finds a nice pass towards Ashford. Ashford on the stretch. Can't quite take it under a spell. Really good idea there from Minnie Effiong. Francis Clark over halfway. Langston whip ball towards the box, but company taken down from his opposite number, Chinwike Coley. Buteman in the centre of his half. Guides it just behind him to Odosina. Now Jaskalainen can go long, left footed. He's looking for Ashford. Ashford wins the flick on. Controlled it from Annesley. Now goes square for Judge. Here's Francis. Cuts inside of Moss, just in front of halfway. Francis now needs a bit of an option, has that in Clampin. Francis continues his run down left. Now Francis gets away from Moss. Francis on the byline. Francis trying to cut in. Good tackle there. Moss with his left foot concedes the corner kick. Braintree got their tails up here. And Woking have just got to keep their concentration heading towards the 77th minute. Woking 2, Braintree Town 1. Bit of concern here for Sam Ashford, who's down at the moment.
Yeah, Sam Ashford gone down. Wouldn't surprise me to see he's looked a bit leggy in the last few minutes, and Shamar Lawson is a few players warming up, and it might be that we put on fresh legs, and he's played very well, Sam Ashford, but it's taken a lot out of them at the front.
Yeah, it certainly has, and again he's ran so much today, worked his socks off, and again it wouldn't be surprising at all. Another sub comes on. I think Shamar Lawson ready to add some energy onto the pitch. So again, I think Shamar, I think that'll be a smart substitution for Neil Larley to make. And Ashford's still down at the moment, just receiving a bit of treatment. Do imagine it will be cramped. As again, Neil Larley just giving it some instructions to Shamar Lawson. So he's about to enter the stage pretty shortly. Braintree still waiting to take their corner on the left hand side. Just talk through some of the later scores in the National League. Barnet 2, Gateshead 0, Boston 1, Sutton 1, Dagenham 1, Maidenhead 0, Ebbsfleet 2, Altrincham 2, Halifax 0, Hartlepool 1, Rochdale 4, Aldershot 0, Tamworth 2, Eastleigh 0, Yeovil 0, Fylde 0, York 3, Willstone 0. So that's some good news there for Woking, and Woking 2, Braintree 1. Woking have got to take care of their own business. Ashford now just been helped off the field. I wouldn't be surprised at all that he won't be coming back on. So now Braintree can take the corner in from the left hand side. So Shamar Lawson now be coming on for Sam Ashford in Woking's second substitute of the afternoon. So Lawson now into the box, ready to help his teammates defend. This Braintree corner about to come in from the far side. So Finance corner will be taken. There'll be a fair few minutes of stoppage time, that's for sure. We just reached the 79th minute here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree Town 1. Clampin there's a short option from the corner kick. Andrews reads it. So this will be whipped in from the left hand side. Delivery comes in right into the centre. Jaskalainen punch it away. It's inside the 6-yard box and chested from Effiong. And it's out for another corner kick for Braintree Town. this time on the opposite side.
Yeah, that was a wicked corner coming in, and Will Jaskalainen actually dealt with it quite well by getting his hand to it. It's been a very different game, this, from Will Jaskalainen. A lot of aerial balls and corners to handle.
So Blackwell to put another corner into the box, raises his left arm. Blackwell delivers, punched away from Jaskalainen once more, and a volley from Alan Judge. That goes wayward, all still in play. Blackwell volleys into the centre, bounces through everyone. Now Hines clears it, comes off his own player's face. Now the whistle's blown. Yeah, had gone out in the end, as Ian said. So goal kick for Woking. Again, Neil Lally just calls Harry Beatsman across. Huge relief there. Again, Alan Judge had wayward volley. Thought for a second that Blackwell had properly kept it in. So yeah, just an instruction given from Neil Lally to Harry Beatsman. So just under 10 minutes to go here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Very, very tense. Woking 2, Braintree Town 1. Huge 3 points if the Cards can hang on. As it stands, they will be going 4 points clear of Boston. So Jaskalainen towards Walker, flicks it to his left to Hines. He's kept it in play. Hines midway in the Braintree half. Hines slips, and now the referee points to his right for a throw to Hines. Didn't keep it in play in the end. Francis Clark, short throw to Judge. Francis Clark, right-footed. It's a nice ball there from Francis Clark, the man who has brought Braintree back into the game. Annesley now just over halfway on the far side. Is that one short? Now Clampin down the left-hand side for Annesley. Ball in, cleared away from Odyssey now out of the box. And as far as Clampin. Clampin under pressure. Lawson. Clampin gets the cross in towards the back post. Header just wide. What a chance at Braintree to draw level. And John Akinde met it. And I thought for a second the net was going to bulge. Huge relief there for Woking.
Yeah, what listeners can't see is we have the Radio Essex people next to us, with Jamal Fifield is in my role there, and he's living every minute of this from a Braintree side, and I'm living every minute of this from a Woking side. It's this is the most important 10 minutes of Woking season so far.
Without doubt, Jaskalainen goal kick, and they're pushed there and walking off again. Well, Langston headed it out of play for a throw for Woking in the end anyway. So a bit of time for Woking to try and just keep it in the Braintree half. So 8 minutes to go. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Hines throw down the left, goes over Effiong. Walker chased it down again to Langston. Langston and holding off there. Walker desperately trying to win that battle. It will be a goal kick for Braintree, quickly given to Lennon McClurg. Plays it short to Annesley. Effiong trotted across towards him. Annesley left-footed, just over halfway. That one end out play where it bounces in the path of Francis. Flicks it up in the air. Odosina heads it, loses his balance. Now Francis out muscles Andrews. Francis links up with Akinde. Too far in front of Francis, though. That return from Akinde cleared from Okoli. And as far as Okunawo. Passing Clamping, given away to Andrew. Just clears it towards one of Effiong. Effiong backing into Annesley. Effiong loses balance, trying to win a free kick. Nothing in his favour. Annesley just did well against him. Judge to Langston. Back to Judge in the D. Judge inside his half, right-footed. And now Clamping with 7 minutes to go here. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Braintree on halfway. Blackwell back here to Judge in the centre circle. Time on the ball. Judge now pings it forwards towards the left. Is there a pull there from Odosina? There was indeed. Edge of the box. So a chance for Braintree to take a free kick from the left-hand side.
Yeah, very, again, dangerous position. Very similar to where Woking were in the start of the second half when they got their goal. It's that sort of swinging right-footed corner that's going to come, free kick that's going to come in.
So Kari Slisby is the man who was pulled from Timmy Odosina. So free kick's coming from Tom Blackwell. Neil Lardley on his knees on the sideline for a second. He has to keep himself composed. But again, he's living every moment. 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Free kick to come in from the left-hand side, edge of the box from Tom Blackwell. Again, the 6-yard box is packed full of red and white and orange shirts. So Blackwell whips it in, right-footed. Good head away there from Chinwike Cody. Edge of the box now with Clampin, inside left. Clampin, short pass. And now Lisby does well to keep hold of it. Curry's Lisby on the far side. Buteman all over the back of him. Lisby trying to twist and turn now. Lawson trying to hold him off. It come from Lawson last when Lisby tried to get away from him. No, it didn't. And Woking could just breathe the sigh of relief for the time being. It is a goal kick to the Cards. And again, Lawson did really well on that occasion up against the tricky Kyrie Slisby. So goal kick for Woking. Again, Yaslani will take his time with this a bit. And was that card? I just missed that one. Was that card shown there by the referee?
Possibly from the cheers of the crowd, possibly to a Braintree player. I didn't see who it went to.
I think actually the Kyrie Slisby that just been calmed down there from Jermaine Francis. I presume that went to Kyrie Slisby. So goal kick taken from Jaskalainen. 5 minutes to go. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Walker flicks it towards Hines, and there's a foul there from Francis on Hines. A free kick for Woking. Francis completely disagrees with the decision and protesting towards Wayne Cartmel, the referee. So free kick for Woking on the left hand side. Again, they scored from a free kick from this position early on this second half, which was a lifetime ago. But Akinola got a faint touch on Buteman's free kick. Can lightning strike twice?
I don't think so, because McClurg is now covering that spot where the first free kick
went. So not the certainly he's learned from his mistake from last time. Again, can Buteman put a perfect delivery and can they still be headed towards goal, which flies past McClurg? We'll wait and see. Buteman whips in the free kick, punched away from McClurg. Ball still rolling the box there. Pull there from Lawson. There was indeed. It was on Alan Judge. So free kick for Braintree. Again, a dangerous delivery came in. Well done there, I have to say, to the Braintree goalkeeper Lennon McClurg. Just getting that vital punch. There was a clear pull from Shamar Lawson on Alan Judge.
Got a yellow card for his effort as well.
So free kick here for Lennon McClurg to take. Not too far off now in the 87th minute. Woking 2, Braintree 1. McClurg's free kick down left hand side. Flick from McKinday. Here's Francis. Back towards Akinde. Down left hand side now to Lisby. Lisby enters the box. Lisby tends to put the cross in. Stretching, clearing some Akinola. And that does come off Andrews last. Corner kick. Andrews tried to keep it in play but failed to do so. So corner kick for Braintree. 3 minutes to go. Left hand side again, Neil Lardley on his knees. So corner from Blackwell from the left hand side. Again, Jaskalainen gets a vital fingertip towards it. Lawson chasing down the ball. That trickles out of play. Is that a
throw, I think?
I think that will be a throw. Yes, it is indeed. So a throw for George Langston. The Braintree skipper to take 2.5 minutes and normal time to go here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Langston's throw flicked forwards into the 6-yard area, headed away there for McCartney. Ball scrambling around the box. And can Braintree get a shot of it? Breaks in the centre though. Here for Lawson to clear. And now it's back here with McClurg. Effion trying to get to McClurg. That's given away to Andrews. Andrews on the left hand side. Tackle there from Judge at the cuff. Andrews will Judge last. Well, it has gone in the favour there of Jamie Andrews at least. Again, that clearance from McClurg. I don't think Jamie Andrews was expecting it to come to him. Judge quickly put the tackle in. That will do for Woking. 2 minutes and all time to go. They have a throw. Let's see if they can just manage this well and try and keep Braintree pinned for at least a little period of time. Akinola leaves it for Hines to take the throw on halfway. Nice control there from Walker. Back here to Hines. Now clips it over the top for Effion. Effion, left hand side of the box. Effion. Can he cut in, taking a shot? Effion tees up for Hines. Hines shot. It's been blocked there. Good block there from Francis. Hines in the centre didn't get the contact he wanted. Now Braintree inside left of their half. Francis approaching halfway, goes on his outside to Blackwell. Braintree still in their territory. Judge now with the back line. Annesley, nice turn there from Blackwell against Lawson. Pulled down to the ground just behind halfway. Free kick for Braintree, taken short from Blackwell to Clamping. Here's Annesley, long left-footed ball, last minute of normal time in this match. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Walker takes it on his chest. Short to Buteman. Now it's Hine just behind halfway. Tariq Hines now trying to use his pace. He's bundled down to the ground there from Emmanuel Akunuwo, and that is a yellow card as well, shown for the referee to Akunuwo.
And that really was, from a Braintree perspective, that was a bit of a brainless foul to give away, because it eats up time and it lifts the pressure off the Woking. You know, Woking Hines is down. Players going over, getting some instructions.
Hines slowly getting back to his feet. So again, shortly about to find out how much stoppage time be added on. I imagine it will be quite a bit. And Hines struggling to stand up at the moment. He's given so much this match, and obviously still trying to get back to full sharpness, but he's been really good today, Tariq Hines. Again, he's proven to be an excellent signing. Hines now back on his feet. So now we've entered stoppage time, about to find out very shortly exactly how much be added on. Woking have a free kick to take just in front halfway. Beautyman to take the free kick a few yards into the Braintree half. Certainly the nerves you can feel them around Laithwaite Community Stadium. 7 minutes added on here. This is going to be nervy for Woking. Harry Beautyman to start off for 7 minutes then. Might take it a free kick. Looking for Effion in the box. Held over Effion. Well held off there for Louis Annesley. Yeah, so this is going to feel like a long time for Woking. Unless they can get a third goal in the next couple of minutes, that'll be huge relief. Woking, I imagine, will probably be defending for a lot of this stoppage time, not all of it. So McClurg with the goal kick. Minute of stoppage time played the 7. Akinde flicks to his left. Now it's hit off Lawson there by Alan Judge. So throw for Braintree midway inside the Woking half for Clampin to take. Clampin throws it down left hand side now. Here's Lisby out left hand side. Lisby hits it off Odosina. So that will be a corner kick for Braintree on the left hand side for Blackwell to take. Again, Neil Lardley crouching down once more. So corner kick for Blackwell to take from the left hand side. So right foot to corner towards the back post. Well punched away from Jaskalainen. That's a good block there for Lawson from a Kunawo volley. Clipped in for Blackwell. Bounce in the box, and Lawson trying to get it clear. He does do so. That's a shot from Judge, edge of the area, and that goes well wide. The target inside left, about 22 yards out. Didn't take a deflection on the way through. 2 minutes of the 7 of stoppage time gone, and a bit of relief for the time being, Ian. Yeah, that was real pressure there. Lots of corners coming in. It's been an aerial bombardment. Today has been a physical test, and really it's Woking have by and large handled it really well. Harry Beautyman now geeing up all his players one by one, turning to them, pointing to his head. Think, effort, be calm. Yep. Believe. I suppose that's it's a Ted Lasso thing, isn't it? Just believe. But it is about, so much of it is about confidence. Well, certainly. So Jaskalainen with the goal kick. Walker can't flick on, headed away there from Francis Clark, and Woking a pin for a throw, hasn't gone their favour. Lisby takes it quickly to Blackwell. Now back here into the feet of Akunawo. Hines nicks the ball, Woking deep inside their half. Play back to Beautyman. Beautyman clears, is blocked, bounces towards Akunawo, keeps in play with his head. Head and field now, Francis Clark lifts it up into the box. Akinona trying to head it away, bounces towards Beautyman. Beautyman on the stretch, felt he's pulled back, cleared away. Referee not giving a free kick though. It's the fury of the Woking crowd. So throw to come in here from Langston. So halfway, about to approach the halfway mark of the 7 minutes of stoppage time here. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Langston long throw, headed away there by Walker. Lawson up against Langston, bounced off Lawson. Out for another throw. The pressure is building. The pressure is building, but Woking at the moment are withstanding it. So throw here for Braintree to take from the right hand side. Langston, long throw comes in, head away from Macaulay. We are indeed 4 minutes of the 7 played. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Very nervous around the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking just defending so deep inside the boxes. Dan Moss just blocks an attempted cross, and Tom Blackwell. Since you were last with us, John Akinde with a golden opportunity for Braintree to level things up for a cross on left hand side, headed just wide. 3 more minutes of stoppage time to play at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Very nervous around here. So corner to come in from the left hand side from Blackwell towards near post, and goes into the feet on the edge of the box. Francis Back out to left hand side to Blackwell. Blackwell tried to clip the cross in, blocked there.
The corner.
That was an excellent block. I think that was from Harry Buterman.
It's corner to long throw to corner to long throw. Probably 3 or 4 minutes now of concerted pressure from Braintree.
It is indeed. Can Woking get through this? Another corner to take on the left hand side. Blackwell, can he get this delivery right? 2 minutes of stoppage time to go here. Woking 2, Braintree Town 1. And the Cards hold on to a humongous 3 points. Blackwell to deliver. Right footed towards near post. Again, it's been cleared for Lawson. Drops it to Judge. Judge pass it in the boxes. Francis on the ball. Jermaine Francis, edge of the box on the right hand side now. Kunawo puts the cross in. Flicked away for Cody Peel's handball. Gets Woking off the given. Curlin shot blocked. Braintree still have it with Clampin left hand side the box. Clampin clips in the cross, headed away from Walker. Drops into the chest of Effiol. Effiol smash it away. Huge sigh of relief from the Woking fans. Shamar Lawson chasing down the banter pull. Lawson takes a bit of heavy touch, but Lawson now sprinting onto it. And in the end, Kunawo gets across. Lawson slides towards the ball, and it goes out of play for a goal kick for Braintree. Short there from McClurg. And now a long ball from Blackwell. Intercepted there from Moss. Blackwell halfway, last minute of stoppage time at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree 1. Braintree got to throw everything at this now. Again, if they got themselves a free kick, Francis went down. Didn't look too much contact there from Walker, but the referee thought there was enough to give him a free kick. So a chance of Braintree to hit this free kick from halfway from Louis Annesley. So Annesley now leaves the free kick to be taken here from Blackwell. It's about a yard in front of halfway, inside right.
That's a week since Wealdstone, so memories are still fresh of that last gasp, but Woking have done so well. Can they hang on?
Well, Blackwell pings it into the box. Yaskalainen punch it away out the area. Blackwell running onto it. And now Woking have a man down in the area. So referee has to blow his whistle. Can't quite see that. He's down holding his Woking player holding the head inside the box, and a bit of concern here again. Just trying to see who it is. A Woking physio comes on, but again Yaskalainen Brave just.
I think it's Dan Moss, is it? No. Yeah, I think it's Dan Moss, who is normally in the thick of most things physical.
So Yaskalainen, excellent punch away. So into 7.5 minutes of stoppage time played here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking 2, Braintree Town 1. Again, Braintree put a long free kick into the box a moment ago, punched away from Yaskalainen. Woking had a man down holding his head, and I think it was Dan Moss who was holding his head, but he looks to be back on his feet now. So again, the Braintree number 7, Tom Blackwell, just wondering what's going on here, Ian, and it's holding the ball, looks a bit confused after the referee blew his whistle with the Woking man in Dan Moss going down holding his head. So again, you can just feel the nervous tension around the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Braintree players are furious here. The referee
awarded a free kick, I think.
So yeah, there's a bit of a scuffle going on now between a few of the Braintree and Woking players. It's all getting a bit, both sets of players looking very confused. Now there's a scuffle going on here, which the referee again needs to try and get control of. But yeah, very confusing here, and I'm not quite sure what as the referee giving a free kick to Woking, that looks to be what's hurt the Braintree players. Again, a lot of confusion going on here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. And towards the 99th minute, it's felt an age, this match, hasn't it?
It has, and it is so tense now. Braintree desperate. The win today would probably see them safe. Woking, a win will be such a huge boost as they look to it.
And the referee just dishing out a yellow card, I think, to Jermaine Francis there for something he said. I'm still not sure, is this a Woking free kick or not? So Braintree put the free kick into the box about a minute or so ago. Yaskalainen punched away. Dan Moss went down to the ground. So obviously the referee had to blow his whistle. And yeah, the Braintree players seem to be I think this will be a Woking free kick. It's taken a long time to clear up, but looks like everyone walking up towards the Braintree end of the pitch. So yeah, it looks to be a free kick to Woking. So it looks like everything's been cleared up in that respect now. So Woking getting close and close, heading towards the 100th minute here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Again, just desperate for that final whistle to go. Yaskline now picks up the ball. So again, a couple of bounces, smashes it with his left foot. 100 minutes played at Laithwaite Community Stadium. Long ball towards Walker. Francis Clark heads down. Is there one last chance of Braintree? Inside their own half at the moment. Effion tries to pick it up. Good tackle there from the former Woking man Judge. Langston now long towards Akinde. Diving head away from Odesino. Akinde clattered into him. And that is a free kick for Woking. Almost there.
I think we're there. Must be.
As Okoli and Odesino just embraced, they've been outstanding at the back today. So over 100 minutes played at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, still the final whistle hasn't blown. Woking 2, Braintree Town 1, but a free kick for Woking. The Cards are almost there. Yaskalainen plants the ball down and will hit this as long as possible. Again, Buteman just tell him to direct it towards the right hand side. The likes of Effion Walker located, so Yaskalainen takes the free kick, and there goes the full-time whistle here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. A massive 3 points to Woking to take them on to 45 points. The goal to Woking came from Harry Buteman from the spot on the 24th minute. Then 3 minutes into the second half, Tonji Akinola flicked home Harry Buteman's free kick from the left-hand side. Braintree made things very, very nervous with just under 20 minutes to go. Aidan Francis Clark heading in from close range. John Akinde had the best chance of Woking with just under 10 minutes to go, heading wide from close range. And overall went to 111 minutes in the end in this match, but finally Woking got over the line.
Yeah, heroic victory for Woking. As we said, that last 10 minutes or so was the most important 10 minutes of the season to hang on there, and they really did hang on. But let's not take away from the fact, up to about 60, 70 minutes, Woking were on top. They played very well. They handled the Braintree threat, which is not inconsiderable, really, really well. And then at the end, it was just about pure guts, putting your head in where it needs to go, and against a very determined Braintree side who have been in great form recently. So terrific result from Woking, and it will put them in good stead going into the game on Tuesday.
Most certainly. Huge relief here around the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking have done it. They've got a huge win, their first win since February in the league, and how did they need that? So as it stands in the table, Woking staying 18th, close the gap to today's opponents Braintree to 3 points, and Woking are extending their gap by a point to the relegation zone to 3, so it's still all to play for. Again, plenty more drama in this battle to avoid the drop, but that is a humongous 3 points for the Cards. They defeated Braintree by 2-1 here, thanks to listening to what has been a tense, relieving afternoon at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, as Woking are beating Braintree by 2-1. It's on to Rochdale at home on Tuesday night.